It's easy to take your furnace or air conditioner for granted, whether it runs on automatic or you turn it on manually. You're probably expecting it to work when you need it to. But on ice cold Wisconsin days, the worst thing that can happen is finding yourself at home with no power. No power means no heat. No heat can lead to frozen pipes, and frozen pipes can lead to no water. And that's a scary situation to be in. It goes both ways. If you lose power on one of the hot days of summer, your home could be baking at dangerously high temps for who knows how long. Not to mention the potentially hundreds of dollars worth of food spoiling in your freezer and refrigerator. No power is no joke. Any electronics that rely on a power source will be completely out of commission. Your lights, your security system, medical equipment, even your garage door could be completely inoperable. And if you can't wait for your utility power to return, you're gonna need a backup. Enter the standby generator. A generator converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. It does this by using fuel to power an internal combustion engine. The combustion engine generates mechanical energy by spinning a rotating shaft connected to a magnet. This magnet pushes electrons through a copper wire, which generates electricity. Once that magnet is spinning, it'll keep generating energy for as long as there's a fuel source. A standby generator is different from a portable generator. Portable generators are temporary solutions made for portability. A standby generator is meant to power your entire home, which is why they're sometimes called whole home generators. Depending on the size of the fuel tank, a portable generator could run up to 18 hours, while a standby generator could run for up to 500 hours. When it comes to standby generators, you have three options as far as fuel goes. Natural gas powered generators usually have a lower upfront cost, since most houses already have a gas line running beneath them. This also means that there's no need to refuel. There's also propane and diesel powered generators, which function the same way, just with a different power source. Do you know why a standby generator is called a standby generator? A standby generator connects directly to your home's primary electrical system. It can detect a power outage within seconds of your home losing power. And that's where it gets its name. It stands by, ready to kick in whenever it detects a power outage. A standby generator detects power outages using a device known as an automatic transfer switch. The automatic transfer switch is basically the middleman between your home's power, your utility power, and the generator itself. When a power outage occurs, the automatic transfer switch will communicate with the standby generator and tell it when to start running. Once the automatic transfer switch detects that the generator is running and stable, it'll immediately shift the electrical load from utility power to generator power. It works the same in reverse. Once the automatic transfer switch detects that the power is returned, it'll shift the load back to utility power and tell the standby generator that it can start shutting down. When a standby generator needs to shut down, it also needs to cool off. There are two kinds of cooling systems for standby generators: air cooling, which uses a fan to blow outside air onto the engine, and liquid cooling, where a liquid coolant is circulated throughout the engine, absorbing the heat. While liquid cooling can be more reliable and efficient than air cooling, it can also be more expensive. Unless you're planning on running your generator for a very long time, air cooling will likely do the job without issue. When it comes to maintaining a standby generator, it really depends on how often and how long you run it for. Most manufacturers will recommend having it serviced once a year, and most standby generators will have a light or screen notifying you when you need to have it serviced. It's good practice to familiarize yourself with the inner workings of your standby generator. Like a car, your generator will need to have its oil changed after a certain point. This can vary depending on the manufacturer and model. A maintenance schedule is usually included in the owner's manual. And don't forget about the oil filter itself, as that can also become clogged over time and affect the generator's performance. And like an HVAC system, your generator has an air filter that needs to be changed. Once again, please refer to the manufacturer's instructions or the owner's manual to determine when this needs to be done. Finally, the spark plug is another component that should be inspected every now and again. Without it, your generator is useless. Most standby generators have an automatic exercise feature. This means that the generator will run without a load, usually for about 30 minutes. Not only will the routine exercise check for leaks and other potential issues, but it'll also help keep the engine lubricated and in good working condition. On top of that, it'll give you the peace of mind knowing that your generator will start when it's supposed to in the event of a power outage. You can also run an exercise manually. How often you should exercise your generator depends on the model and manufacturer, so be sure to get that info if you're planning on doing it yourself. Routine maintenance and servicing can take care of issues before they come up. But, like I said earlier, it's a good idea to familiarize yourself with the components of your generator in case unexpected issues arise. You don't want to be stuck without power. If you live in an area where power outages are more likely to occur, you owe it to yourself to invest in something that will keep you and your family comfortable in the event of a power outage. If you'd like to know more about what a standby generator can do for you, head over to cardinalservice.com or visit the link below for more info. And now you know.